Novokhatko. This is Roman Samchuk, this wonderful guy. This is our CTO, and today we're going to talk about cloud technologies and Azure. Please raise your hands who has not registered for this workshop. Okay, two people, 3 people. Okay, I'll provide you a tablet, and there is a small Google form that you will fill. It's easy, and everyone who would like to get access to Azure with $100, I have small codes, Azure Pass, that I will provide each of you, and you may try to do the same at your home or at your work, and to try all features of Azure for free. Okay, so we have some PCs. Free PCs for those who would like to try today and now and try with Roman to do the same, because he will stream. So if you would like to have them for this time, not for always, you may raise your hand and I will provide you. We have only 5 PCs, but in general we're gonna have all manuals for those who would like to reproduce all this stuff we're going to make today. So for everyone who registered for this workshop, we will send all the manuals, so it will be easy to do the same at your home, at your own PC. So will you stream? You're gonna stream. Is it ready? Yeah. Thank you. For you. Okay. So we should start with registering a new Azure account. So when you starting to do this at your home, you need a fresh one in order to enter the Azure Pass. So this is www.microsoftazurepass.com. You need to click Start and create a new account. So maybe it will be better to go to Outlook. Maybe, может быть, в режиме инкогнито. Ну, давай так. And create a new account. This is Russian. Maybe if you can switch to English. Okay, let it be Russian. So this is new address. We should enter. No, this is very simple. I know that you're going to go by yourself. Да? Roman will do everything with his own Azure account. So first of all, you should simply create Azure account on Outlook. Then you will have to choose, after clicking Start, you have to choose your registered new account. So it will be Roman account, and enter your password. And then system will ask you to enter the Azure password. So I will provide you Azure password. This is small pieces of code. So the following Microsoft account will be used for Azure Pass. So Roman Samchuk, and then you will have to enter this password. So it's easy and simple. So let's follow the portal Azure. This is a whole branch of services that Azure use. So what is Azure and what is cloud services? So who used any of cloud services before this? So only 2 people. Okay, so in 2 words, for those who have never used cloud services before, Azure services is the stack of services that provides instance virtual machines, and you can launch any virtual machine for any purposes. For instance, if you need to create a database, you can launch, or even if you would like to launch your own website or some calculations, instances. So it's long varieties of possibilities. When you're creating a new resource, there is a list of what can you do. So anything. So databases, web mobile services, storages, computing, Internet of Things, enterprise integration, security, developers, tools, monitors, anything. So WordPress websites, any of the computing instances you would like to. Okay, just. Who else? Please. So today we are going to talk how to connect Unity and Azure. So first of all, we need to create a storage account. This storage account, in 2 words, what it's for. So imagine you have a real Unity project, and you have numbers of assets inside. And for instance, there is such situations when you have a stack of assets inside your Unity project, and you need to store in them local outside your game project. What is this for? The thing is that when you download from any storage, any store, for instance, Google Play or Apple, the size of your game project may vary from small to huge, depending on graphics and all stuff that inside of your game. It can lower the speed of installing and downloading the game project. But you know, when the person downloads this game, he will may not use all the stuff you provide to this whole bundle. So in order to decrease the size of the game project, you can just to store on the cloud some of the assets, and then to download to your game when they need, or when the level comes, the next level, or some stuff. So we are creating a storage account, and there we'll host some asset bundles from Unity, and then when we play the game, these assets will download to our game. So right now, let's see all the steps we have to enter. So we have a manual, and from part to part, we will open this manual and show you some information, okay? All these manuals will come to your emails with all the stuff, so you can try it by yourself. Okay, so first of all, let's create storage account. Is everything understand up till this minute, or you have some questions? Okay, thank you. So have you managed? So do anyone want to register? Maybe someone. Okay, that's all. Сейчас я открою для себя тоже этот мануал, буду тоже читать. Может, интернет? Нет интернета. Так. Okay. So first of all, we creating a new storage account. We should enter the unique name. This unique name should host on Azure, and should be unique because it will generate a new URL for your project, and this URL will be used in our code to get access to all the data in the Azure. So this is deployment model is resource manager, and we need to create account kind is blob storage. What is blob storage? Blob storage provides, show me all the list of this. We have several storage for different purposes, but for blob storage is some kind of storage that can grant access directly. So it will be more easily to get access to all files data directly from blob storage. Then we have we will disable secure transfer and subscription. When in the field of subscription, you will have Azure Pass. This will mean that all money for all our tests will run for free. Roman have paid for everything. So resource group, we use a new one, but Roman have existing. You will not have any resource group, so you can create it and name as you wish by yourself. Okay, location is Western Europe, but if you are from America, you can choose the nearest blob storage for you for your downloading all assets. So we have the nearest Western Europe. Okay, let's create, and don't forget to pin to dashboard. This is a small check that will help to find easily everything you get with this to access this storage. In notification bulb, we have information that we now are creating this deployment. It will take some time. It's easy. And you have to wait some time, especially there is some SQL in other workshops, or maybe if you will use some SQL databases, please give them some time, because sometimes, I don't know why, it takes about 10 or 15 minutes to deploy SQL database. Okay, so we have a new test white nights storage account. You will never use it because we have saved it for us. So you can name as you wish. Okay, so let's see the blob storage. And we have the blob storage endpoint. We should create a container. We should name our container. Let's name it Windows. For instance, we will create a Windows application for now, for test. So let's name it. And blob storage anonymous read access for blobs only. This will grant easily access to our blob storage. So now we have this container in our list. Let's open it. So for now, there is nothing inside our Windows container. Okay, great. Let's follow the next step and launch our loved Unity. Who have used Unity before? Oh, it's perfect. Now your time. You know everything about this. So we'll move quickly and Unity account. So. What's your password? There are lots of assets inside his password. Okay. Now let's launch Unity. I should say a few words about Azure. Now don't please, and this time don't close this window with Microsoft Azure, because we will need it in future. So we are creating new project. It will be 3D project, and set the location and create project. Okay, it's easy. So for these tests, we run very simple steps. We're going to create a small cube, make it as prefab, and then regenerate this cube into blob storage Azure file. So let's create this stuff. So first of all, we need to create a folder, a new folder. We will name it editor. Perfect. And then we'll create a C# script. So this C# script will create a new function that will create a new asset bundle that will store at Azure Blob Storage. So let's get some code stuff. So you'll have on our presentation, there is this code. You may use it for your purposes. Let's simply add it. So what is this code? This code creates a menu item in assets tab. We call it build asset bundle. So this will be some kind of run button. This run button will run creating assets for our asset bundle. So firstly, we check if this asset bundle folder is already created, and then we create a new asset bundle directory. If it's not, if it's already created, we'll skip this step, and then we are building asset bundles in this directory. And name the standalone Windows because we are creating a Windows application. So you can switch between other platforms. So let's create a new cube. And now we are going to make it a little bit unique and create material for this cube. To be sure that this is a unique object that is stored inside our Azure cloud. So make it blue or pink or yellow, any type. Okay, so it's perfect. Yes, now we have unique cube, and let's create a new folder and make to store all prefabs inside our game. Then we drag and drop our cube inside our prefab folder, and you may see in the right bottom side there is a set bundle. A set bundle is we should create the name of this asset. So we have to choose new, and let's rename is as cube. And then we okay, and then we have a resolution. So we have to change in any resolution. Let's name it as HD. In general, you may find that in your asset folder, the name should yes, you can add any name, and besides the Windows folders may not show directly the HD, but be sure that inside of this folders there is a cube that named cube HD. So okay, let's make this cube, and сохранил. Okay, раним. Okay, so let's build asset bundle, or even you can find it assets. Just click on assets. Okay, let it be. You can find in assets or just right click as build asset bundle. Now let's see that there is a new folder, asset bundle. So system checked if we have already created asset bundle folder, and there was no asset bundle folder, and we created a new one. So for now we have a cube and our object. You can see in our folder. Okay, it's perfect. And manifest file. In manifest file stores many things as properties of the cube, properties of the cube edge of the bundle. Okay, so let's store this stuff inside Azure. Okay? Test. Okay, let's create a test script that will help us to load this object on our scene. We are creating empty object and will load cube. Okay, so instead of this empty object, there will be spawned on or instantiate this object that will come from Azure. Let's add the script code or drag and drop over this empty object. Okay, so let's load out of local directory for now just to test if everything is working. So just have a look. We have started our just switch. Oh, perfect. So if you see, we should comment the second row, because the second row will use to load our file directly from Azure. But for now, the first on the 10th row string we will use to just download and upload to our scene our object directly from our local folder. Okay, let's run some tests. So this is cube name. We are looking for cube name. The name cube. The name of the prefab, yes. Okay, instantiation cube. No sure. Cube. Okay, let's rename it to make it clear. Cube, everything is correct. Let's try. So we have deleted our object. There is no cube object. And let's run and see. Okay, it's perfect. So now we have uploaded our file out of our local storage. Okay, so let's try to do the same. And firstly, as you may see, there is no cube. This cube are at our assets folder. And let's upload this cube to Azure Cloud and see what happens. Okay, yeah, we should look into our local folder, click upload inside our Windows container and to look for the file. Okay, we will need cube and cube HD manifest file. We could start with the boss. Okay, perfect. So now we have two files and we see it in Windows container, and there is URL each of our file that can be accessed directly from our Unity. So let's copy it. Now we have copied. So let's see the name again of this string. Let's paste it directly to the row that help us to download it. So you see test white nights. This is our unique name that we have. Then we have blob storage inside the core windows.net, inside our Windows folder, and cube HD. This is the name of the file. So this is how it generates. That is why you need a unique name and unique folders. Let's see if it works correctly. Test. And let's run our test. So there is nothing inside our scene. And let's try to load it. Oops, everything is work correctly. Если мы сейчас удалим вообще совсем даже с префаба, оно даже будет работать. Ну, чисто показать, что магия работает. Okay. Okay. So this object uploads outside the Azure storage. That's how you can upload anything of you. It could be MP3 files, could be any big, huge 3D object, anything you wish. So, okay, perfect. Let's try to make some improvements to existing game. So we have inside our asset store, there is some great project provided us by Unity. And this project name is Tanks. You may use it for your own purposes, just to test and just to see how Unity works. It's great game to just see how everything works. It may take some time to load our asset store. Yeah, we should download directly from asset store because we need the fresh one without any unnecessary changes. Okay, let's find it. Tanks tutorial, you may see. Okay, it's perfect. Clicking import. Now we downloading and preparing these packages for our purposes, and then click simply import to import everything that inside this bundle. Okay, so we will just import everything inside our game project to test things. So the main idea that we are having a tank inside our game, we will delete this tank outside the scene and then upload directly from Azure Cloud. This is our test scene. Okay. We created a new one. So we have two objects and we have two spawning points. And let's find the tanks prefab inside our scene. Maybe let's see how it works. Is it working? So blue or red? Choose one. We have two tanks, so we have to choose one and find it inside our oh, perfect. So we have tank prefab, and let's create as asset a new name and give it a new name. Create inside the asset bundle. We are clicking new. Okay, let's give the name tank or something. Okay, and the same, we can give it the same resolution as HD. It's not matter. Okay, so and let's generate a new asset bundle. Yes, we are clicking right click, build asset bundle. Покажи, что он еще в ассетах, там еще эта кнопка появляется. Ну, да, когда оно закончится. So perfect. So even you can this button inside the assets folder file. Okay, so let's upload this object on our Azure. Okay, so we have Windows, upload, just choosing this tank HD and manifest file. We'll click on Open, and just loading the same as the previous object we have before. Upload. Perfect. We have uploaded these two objects, and now let's copy, let's see the URL of this object. Yes, we have URL of this object. So this is unique URL too. Okay, so let's make some improvements to our game to store this game object on Azure Cloud. There is a script of our tank. Let's find it. In we have a game manager that is responsible for uploading these tanks, and we should edit some codes. First of all we should edit namespace. Okay. We're using the same code that we are used on our load cube to load our cube. We enter edit the start method as an enumerator just to give possibility to load the object and to ask system to wait before this object will be loaded, just to prevent of causing the error inside the Unity. So we should private enumerator start. So let's load our object. Okay. Then you have to copy the URL. Okay. We should comment locally uploading. Okay, tank. Okay, so we have to rename the name of our object. Let's see how we name it. As I'm not prefab name. The prefab name is complete tank. Okay. Okay, so we don't have to instantiate this object anymore. We have to make a link to our prefab file. Okay, so we have linked our prefab tank and directly get this object link. Let's get this started and let's try if it loads correctly. So now we have these objects, and they have successfully loaded at our scene. So everything works correctly. You may use any asset file, and with the same analogy, you can just bring it inside your Unity game project. That's all? So that's all. If you have some questions, you may ask and get